What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Chi-Town Blitz episode. Got a great episode for you guys today. Lot to talk about. Bears signing free agents. Free agents they didn't sign. A lot of shit. What does this mean for the draft? We're going to give it to you how you want it, how you need it. But you know who didn't give it to us? Ryan Poles. Curtis Samuel is a Bill. That shit was crazy. It was like a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Damn.
And DJ Wanham, I wanted him. He went to the Carolina Panthers. A decent deal. He was supposed to meet with the Bears, especially after. Carolina, they were going to offer him a deal. And then he was going to go fly to Chicago, meet with them. But they're like, you're not leaving this place without this contract. You signing this shit. But that's just tough. Carolina gave him a pretty decent deal. Nothing that we couldn't have afforded, but it's a pretty decent deal for a guy that's an ascending pass rusher. So, it's tough to lose out on those two guys. Really wanted to get them in Chicago, but, I'm going to trust Poles. Because I'm a big believer in what he's done so far and just how he's, orchestrating this team, this franchise. I trust him, and that's really all you can do. That's all you got to say. I trust Poles at the end of the day.
And at the end of the day, free agency, there's a lot of risk in that. You paying a player based on what he's done. And a lot of these guys know they're testing the pool the following offseason. So this usually is their best year.
Let me get my bag,
And once people get the bag, it's really hit or miss what the production looks like. And you could really have a sunk cost like a Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else has just got crazy paid in free agency and not shown up? You know what I'm saying?
Chandler Jones got a bag a couple of years ago. Von Miller got a bag from Buffalo, and they had to reconstruct that.
Right. Antonio Brown to the Raiders. So shit like that. And they gave up assets to get him too.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. But we're going to get into it all. Free agency, all the moves that have happened so far, we're going to break them down. We're going to, say some names that we want Ryan Poles to still go after. Mm-hmm. You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Now let's start with the moves that Ryan Poles has made so far. You look at, trading for Ryan Bates, good depth, center and guard, interior positions, signed Kevin Byard, upgrade from Eddie Jackson. If you watch the press conference, he's the guy that I want in the building.
Absolutely.
Like a leader, a veteran, never missed a game. He missed a game for getting traded to the Titans, or from the Titans to the Eagles. So he missed a game for that. Other than that, DeAndre Swift, I like that. Your running back, upgraded that position. Matt Pryor, a swing tackle, a guy that was with the 49ers, with the Colts. He has experience. Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles, husband. He's solid, versatile safety. Gerald Everett, got him. Then just signed a center, Coleman Shelton. Been a center for 5 years. He was a center with Shane Waldron his first 2 years with the Rams. Super Bowl winning center. Played all 17 games last year. Was ranked, I think, 17th best center in the NFL by PFF. Just keep that in mind. Huge upgrade.
Last centers.
Probably 33. Probably 63. I take some backups over their ass. So they probably weren't that high. We also signed.
That's a good thing.
We also signed a linebacker from the Chargers, good special teams player. Yeah. Just depth. So right now, what would you give Ryan Poles as a grade for free agency so far?
Man, to think we could have had an opportunity to really solidify the defense completely in free agency, and we missed on that opportunity, kind of made me mad. Mm-hmm. But in the grand scheme of things, I think I appreciate his approach not to overspend on guys that could be hit or miss.
Yes, that's a huge thing for free agency.
Just overspend just because of the market. You see how he's been doing deals pretty consistently. Mm-hmm. Why would you not break the bank with Jalen Johnson and then go pay $150 to Danielle Hunter, who arguably wouldn't be even your number one pass rusher. So
and he's old. Well, you would have basically given him what you gave Montez Sweat, essentially.
Right. So
which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to outbid people for like overpay for talent just because of the market. When you can get guys through the draft. Now the other thing is we don't have a lot of draft capital, so that's gonna be intriguing. Especially not making the moves we didn't make in free agency.
I think though Ryan Poles 5 picks coming into this draft. The year I think 2022, I think he had like 6. He turned it into 11 picks. So he's always gonna get you picks.
True.
But so far with like these contracts, not getting Danielle Hunter, it was a big bummer. Not getting Curtis Samuel, some of these other big names, it was a huge bummer.
Right.
But Ryan Poles, he's not Ryan Pace. He's not out there just giving bread to everybody. You get a contract, you get a contract. He's not doing that. He's very strategic with it. Depth. I mean, you look at, we signed 2 tackles, 2 guys that can give you good depth. We signed a center. We traded for a guy that could play guard and center. There's versatility there. And then, with the linebacker position, we brought in a linebacker that, could play special teams, all that. So where you look at the needs right now, what is it? Wide receiver, edge. It's a good time to need a wide receiver in this year's draft class.
Absolutely.
So he's not going to go out there but some of these receivers are getting bags. Calvin Ridley, he's not going out there giving Calvin Ridley a bag. But I think at some point, though, we need to add somebody. I mean, just a name, just put a guy in there. I mean, Ryan Poles, he's going to get you an affordable contract for sure. All these deals, I mean, the deal for the center we just signed to be our starting center, I'm assuming, 1 year, $3 million. That's over, having Cody Whitehair be like $9 million on the cap hit for him 1 season. So just what he's done, he's very smart with that aspect. And then, the Danielle Hunter, not getting him. You look at, all of the players you're paying, the money you're paying them long term. Tremaine Edmonds has like a 4-year big contract. Jalen Johnson just got a big contract. Montez Sweat has a big contract. It's time to start putting those kind of contracts on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, maybe not this year, but next year you're going to have to pay DJ Moore too. You're going to have to give him an extension. So I'm assuming, he's going to put more money into the offensive side of the ball, hopefully. That's why I don't think he went Danielle Hunter route because, you could go draft the edge and you have Montez Sweat. You already have a big playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. So he's filling roster needs. He's filling depth. Yep. So, I really like his approach to things. And it's not the popular approach. Fans are going to be like, what the fuck is Ryan Poles doing? Jacob and every shit we said in the group chat. What the fuck is Ryan Poles doing?
And you think of it like who did overspend? People who had a hole not only on their pass rush, but they didn't have a number 1 guy. We have that already. Yeah. So why would we overspend for some of those guys who just quite frankly got ridiculous amounts of money? I mean,
Titans were giving money to a bunch of people.
Over
Tony Pollard.
They have
Calvin
a big
Ridley.
need at receiver,
and they're not even sold on their quarterback either. Will Levis might not be that guy.
I mean, shit.
And they're bagging everybody. Hey, come fuck with a real nigga. Go call Justin.
Right. So, looking at it from that perspective, what I do love is how he's been able to shore up the offensive line. I think that's going to be a strong unit for us for a long time. And the depth piece. People forget, that Green Bay game, our interior was depleted.
Yes,
and we really could not do anything.
Our best interior guy, Tevin Jenkins, had his worst game. And the guy we signed, the center, he's really fucking good against Kenny Clark. The PFF grade is like 84, 85. He hasn't given up a sack against Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark be giving us the work every time we play Kenny Clark and the Packers. So that's something to be excited about. But so far, what has been your favorite signing?
I'm going to be honest. I think shoring up the offensive line has been my favorite, getting the center.
Not being a bandage.
Not being a bandage. We added 2 guys that play that position.
They could fuck around and go compete for the job, honestly.
And that's just going to be a great broom, just because of Ryan Poles' background on the offensive line, I think is playing a huge factor into that. And for me, I really like the Bayard
Yeah, that was a good signing
as well.
He's been really good, like his whole career.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with
He's
that.
always available, and just how he spoke in high regard of all the people in the secondary for the Chicago Bears. He watches Jalen Johnson tape, Tyreek Stevenson, all those guys. Like having a veteran, Eddie Jackson was a veteran, but this is a different type of veteran that's going to give you good production. He's going to mentor the guys around him. He's going to make sure that they're taking their game to the next level. Hopefully, he could teach Brisker and some of those other guys how to stay on the field. Man. 17 games, because this dude don't miss a game. I need Jalen Johnson out there 17 games. I need all these other dudes out there 17 games. They be getting them little nicks and missing some time.
Why depth is so important. So I
Jonathan
think it's
Owens
great
thing
to address that in free agency when guys are, maybe value opportunities in free agency.
Yeah,
and we got everybody. Every deal we did was team friendly. We did
hella team friendly.
Every deal we've done to this point has been team friendly.
Look at DeAndre Swift's contract in comparison to Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, some of those other deals. It's like, wow, you get a guy that's 25 years old. He's still like, he had a 1,000-yard season last year, but he's still like scratching the surface of what he can actually be. He's in his prime.
A bell cow for the Bears, and we can lean on him and the offensive line and that Shanahan offense to get our quarterback his feet under him
out the backfield
he can really
too.
Leverage what he does well.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Swift. I think that's probably my favorite signing so far, just because all the things he can do, talented running back. I mean, if we lose Justin, we're going to move on from him, assuming. There goes a lot of your rushing offense.
Right.
So you need a guy that can provide that and make up for that. I like how the backfield looks right now, too. Yep. We have a lead running back. Khalil Herbert as a running back, too. When David Montgomery was there, Khalil Herbert had 700 yards as a running back, too. And he was playing at a high level. Really like that. I think that's a better spot for him.
I agree.
Change of pace kind of guy. He could come in. DeAndre Swift won't have to have a huge, crazy workload because you got two other running backs that could take some of that off. So I really like Roschon, too. Maybe it could be Roschon and Swift moving forward as your 1-2 punch, thunder and lightning type shit. Roschon, he could do it all. Still scratching the surface like Swift. So really excited about the future of this backfield.
Me too.
Offensive line too. I'm excited. We got to run the ball. That's one thing about Waldron's offense. They didn't run the ball as much. They wanted to be pass heavy. I really like that approach, but we have the talent to be a tenacious offensive line. Tevin Jenkins, those guys, they move people. Darnell Wright out there pancaking dudes 15 yards on the field. We need to be running the ball. That needs to be our identity. So I like the Swift. Some guys that we mentioned that are gone, Danielle Hunter, some other receivers that are gone. Who are some people you want Ryan Poles to go after now?
Man.
There's a dude in LA that just got cut. Big body.
Yeah, Mike Williams would be interesting to see what he gets. They're saying he's commanding like 15 M's.
Nah.
We're not paying that for him.
The thing with us is we have his receivers coach, so if he had a good relationship with him, that's an intriguing spot to bring him back. Look, like this is a coach that knows how to get the most out of me, knows how to work with me.
That's true.
But if he's gonna try to get paid, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't try to. I wouldn't break him off.
But the market for him could be high. Yes. Last year was his only down year when you look at it.
And like the 3 games he played, he was averaging like 100 yards every game.
Yeah, so he's a big body, and shoot, he's always going to be a matchup nightmare.
Him and DJ Moore though.
That would be a great combo, and then Dunze or Neighbors. So yeah, we can. I mean, we got all this money. At some point, even last year, we had to get under the cap.
Yeah.
Before we were hit with stuff, so it's like, let's spend the money too. On the flip side, like I get team friendly deals, but if you got an opportunity to make your team
better, yeah. Let's say like a young player, a disgruntled star, a requested trade. We all over that. We got the money. We got the cap space for that. So that's a good aspect of that, I guess.
True.
But Mike Williams would be nice. I would want Mike Williams.
Me too.
A cheap deal, though. It's got to be affordable. Like, coming off an ACL,
It's gonna be tough though.
It's gonna be tough because
Teams are gonna.
Calvin Ridley broke
The
off.
receiver market is high.
Yeah, there's needs and there's teams that are gonna pay him whatever he wants. But I really like the idea of DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Dunze in there, maybe Neighbors. But at defensive side of the ball, any pass rushers you're interested in? We didn't get one of them.
Man, who's left on the board? Is Epinenza left on the board?
He in Buffalo now. He
He
resigned.
just resigned.
Everybody we wanted is gone.
So
But-
I thought I'm thinking free agency over. Curtis Samuel's the last guy I was concerned with, and Wananu.
Tyler Boyd would have been nice.
Tyler Boyd would have been
From
nice. Did he
Cincy.
sign?
Nowhere.
somewhere?
He's not. I heard Kansas City's a spot for him though, potentially. But he's a guy that's 600 yards every year, consistent, two 1,000 yard receiving seasons. But I do like Mike Williams at receiver, offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Boyd. I would take Hollywood Brown too. It's just like 26 years old, explosive guy for our offense. You could never have enough guys like that.
Oklahoma guy too.
I would take him. I would take him. He ain't nobody took him
Was
yet.
he there when?
Nah, I think he was there with Kyler.
Yeah, he's been there.
But he's still pretty,
26, right?
still pretty young, and I mean he can go get you at least 800 yards. 800.
Man, you need a guy that's going to take the top off, and we'll see. How do you think the receivers that took off the board impacts the top of the draft?
Ooh. So that's a good question. Let's get into that. You look at the top 10 picks.
Yeah,
Number 1, we're gonna take Caleb probably.
for sure.
First 3 picks are gonna be quarterbacks. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
Just based on everybody's free agency.
First 3 picks, look at it. The
Yeah.
Bears, Commanders, Patriots, I think they take Jaden Daniels. I think they got to take Jaden Daniels. But they could go Marvin, too, because they missed out on Calvin. But I think the first 3 teams are going to be quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4, who's for Arizona?
Yeah.
I think they're going to take Marvin. I think they're going to take Marvin.
Do you? What if? Are you concerned with the Chargers taking a receiver?
No, I think they trade down, to be honest.
They do need. They just cut Mike Williams.
They're gonna build through the draft, so they're gonna probably try to get as much picks as possible. They're cool with taking a guy like Brock Bowers, so they'll fuck around and trade down. Somebody like Minnesota or another team's gonna try to trade up to get a quarterback. So I think Minnesota is gonna try to get up in there and get a quarterback.
That makes sense for them.
And then who's after that? Giants, Titans, Falcons. Giants are gonna take a receiver.
Yeah.
So Giants are gonna take either Malik Neighbors or Dunze.
Yeah.
And then, Titans, they just signed Calvin Ridley. They're not going to draft another receiver. They got Traylon Burks,
Right.
D-Hop. So they got receivers. They're not going to draft it. They're probably going to go Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
Right.
They need another tackle. Offensive line is shitty. Falcons just signed Darnell Mooney. They traded Desmond Ridder for Rondell Moore.
They got Drake London.
They got Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
So they're stacked
set.
offensively.
And I feel like pass rush, getting an edge guy is way more important than getting another receiver for them. So I think Dallas Turner goes there. Then that leaves us with one of the top 3 receivers. If we want them. Foles might trade down.
But shoot, if Adunze goes to the Giants, we'll get Neighbors.
And if you take Caleb, Neighbors, I know Caleb's going to be telling you, I want Neighbors. They're good friends.
Yeah.
So I think Poles, he's probably, I could see him 100% trading down from 9. But if those 2 guys are available, Neighbors or Dunze, you have to take that. You have to take one of those receivers, bro.
Would you take a Donnie Mitchell?
You could trade down and get Brian Thomas or Mitchell, yeah. Keenan Coleman too, but I don't know, man. Just a Dunze and Neighbors feel like 1,000-yard receivers to me. Especially if you don't get a receiver in free agency. We didn't address that too much. Let's say we don't sign a receiver at all, and we move into the draft with Tyler Scott and Bayless Jones and DJ Moore.
We got an ass receiving core.
That means you can't trade down. You have to take a receiver.
You have to take 2 this year, and there's a lot of guys. You got Devon. There's shit.
Hella dudes. Even the dude from Franklin from Oregon, he's solid. There's a lot of receivers.
It's a lot of receivers.
So I think that's a good thing about what Poles has done so far in free agency. He's shored up needs. He's added depth to positions and needs. So we can go into the draft. We need receivers. Let's just draft receivers. Let's just draft edge players. Let's draft, let's get a center later on, a younger center to go behind and develop and learn from a veteran like, Coleman Shelton, and Ryan Bates. So I think receiver-wise, if Odunze and Neighbors are there, who are you taking?
If both are there, or one or the other?
If both are there, who are you taking?
Oh, I think I like Odunze.
I like him more, too.
A little bit more well-rounded, a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical. But I really like Neighbors as well because speed kills, you know what I'm saying? He just flies off the tape. So I really like his game. And I think it would pair well with Caleb's arm. So it's hard. I'm happy with either one. But I prefer Odunze.
I would prefer Odunze as well.
But I don't think it's realistic.
I feel like he's just going to be that fucking good. I feel like it's the same. It's not the same, but it's close enough for me, like, to getting Marvin Harrison, to feeling confident about a receiver. So, yeah, I'd probably go Odunze. You go Odunze. Some pass rusher names in free agency that I've seen. I'm going to give you a couple names. Let me know what you think. Re-signing Yannick.
Breaking news.
You lying.
No, we did not.
Are you lying?
For a damn 4th round pick.
Oh, Keenan Allen! We got Keenan Allen! We got Keenan Allen!
Let's go.
Hey, no, we got Keenan Allen. We got Keenan Allen. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, all y'all niggas talking shit about Ryan Post. You were crazy. Seek help.
Oh, shit.
We got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's a dog, bro.
Oh, shit.
But is he going to let Caleb wear 13?
Don't matter. Caleb said he's going 0, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, but Keenan Allen, he's 32 years old, but that dude's still smooth like butter. He still could give you 1,000 yards. 100.
He was having his best year last year. Look at his fantasy
best
numbers.
year last year.
Crazy.
108 receptions, 1,000 some yards, double-digit touchdowns. Keenan Allen is a fucking dog. So, hey, we gonna tune into that after we finish the pod, but
yes.
this is just fucking crazy. Keenan Allen to the Chicago Bears. Ryan Post, you did your big one. Ryan Post, hey,
4th round pick.
who doubted Ryan Post? Who doubted Ryan Post?
Let's go.
Get a Dunze in there too, man. Get a Dunze in there too.
Bro, we here. We could trade back now, low key.
Who's that, Jacob? I'm back to loving Post. Jacob,
Bro.
crazy. But hey,
We got 2 number 1s.
2 number 1s? Oh, 1 and 9. So at 9,
No, we got 2 number 1 receivers now.
Oh, yeah.
We just literally flipped the script.
at 9, at pick 9, you might take an edge then. You might fuck around and take an edge.
I think you trade back.
You trade back and take an edge.
official.
Let's go! Hey. But, so would you care if we still kept Justin? And Justin was throwing the ball to Keenan Allen and DJ Moore?
No.
You wouldn't care, or you don't want that to happen?
I don't. There's no way. If Justin was cold, he would be on a different team right now.
That's fucking crazy. But we just saw the news breakdown. What's some of your initial thoughts to this? And let's close out with this.
Man, this is crazy. It's a great night. Been down in the dumps.
It feels like when we drafted Justin Fields. God damn near.
No, it don't. It's different.
This is better.
way better.
Keenan Allen is a
man.
surefire receiver. He's gonna do big things for us. Him and DJ Moore together. Fuck Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Take him to. We'll take him to.
I need Neighbors now. I think he fits the mold for what those
But
two.
I think
the game breaker.
How tall is Keenan Allen? What is he like? But a 4th round pick?
Man.
They just traded him away and cut Mike Williams. Hey, Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert's not touching 4,000 yards next season. I don't think they're gonna be running that fucking ball, bro.
Man,
I mean, Greg Roman's his OC. They're gonna be running the ball, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. He had 7 touchdowns last year, 1,200 yards. He's about to be 32, but I love this move a lot.
I love
this is a win now move, though. This is a win now move. This is a win now move, though. Like Keenan Allen. So we got Cole Kmet, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Gerald Everett, a tight end that's gonna give you 400. Swift. Come on. Hey, come on, bro. We gonna be cold.
So
We
I
back.
think what they do now is you got to trade back from 9.
Trade back from 9.
And then you go edge, whatever you go trade back to.
I like the guy from UCLA.
Yeah, I like him too.
I like getting him.
And then you go get receiver. You go get your number 3.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Damn.
We mission complete. You obviously get depth. Number 1 at maybe you go get another tackle. Obviously, you hit the D-line again. Maybe get a few more pass rushers.
Man, fuck Dangerous.
Right, shit.
Dude.
We're winning now, Mo, Caleb.
Win now.
Nigga, get your popcorn ready, nigga.
Caleb, all right. I mean, even if it's just, I don't care who's throwing the ball to him. Brett Rippin, if he's throwing the ball to these motherfuckers, we doing so. It's gonna be that It's gonna be that crazy. Those 2 weapons, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, that exceeded my expectations. I'm cool with not getting Curtis Samuel. I'm cool with not getting, Calvin Ridley, Daniil Hunter. That's what we saving the money for. That's where the money going.
What's his contract look like?
I think it's not a free agent or nothing.
No, they traded for him. Yeah.
Let's see what Keenan Allen's contract
for a 4th round.
Siri, what is Keenan Allen's contract?
Damn. Jim Harbaugh coming in, busting heads.
Shit.
Getting niggas out the door. Like,
let's see what I think he signed a 4-year deal. $45 million guaranteed.
That ain't shit.
Oh, all right. Let's see when this deal was. I think it was 2020. Yeah. So his deal's about to come up. Extension signed 2020. So his deal's about to come up. We gonna pay him. Give his ass some bread. Caleb got DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Whoever doubted Ryan Post, you ain't shit. You're never gonna be shit. Ryan Post is that man. He's that man.
Man, God is good.
God is good. We got to go celebrate this, though. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. That's all we got for the episode today. Huge news. If you're a Bears fan, I know you got a grin on your face. Go celebrate. This is a dub. This is the start of finally winning and doing something special this year, this season. We got to go to a game. But thank you guys. Games. Season ticket holders, maybe. Look at that. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe on this podcast channel. Share it to your friends. Share it to whoever. But thank you guys as always. Peace. He said all the right answers. His PR team, they prepared him pretty well. He says he likes deep dish pizza. Has been, doing his homework. Studying over Walter Payton, Michael Jordan.
That boy excited. He geeked. When you watching Mike tape, you geek.
Yes.